Hello, this is aredsmoke broadcasting to you live from the construct of the revolution. And in this video series, I've been touching on the point, but I'll just come out and say it. And for the record, I don't care if you think I'm crazy. I don't care if you think I'm drunk or on drugs or whatever. Because this is what mystics and philosophers have been saying for ages. But reality is an illusion. Sorry, I gotta pick my illusionary teeth for a second here. Reality is an illusion. What you see before you, everything doesn't really exist. It's all part of an elaborate illusion that is created in your mind. It's created in my mind. It's created in the minds of everyone. It's a program. It's the Matrix. You know, I'm kind of at a loss for words, which is weird for me, because I usually have so much to say. But it's Halloween time, and so it's a spooky time. But that's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because it needs to be made, because the message needs to be said. Basically, it's the Matrix. The Matrix, I think, is the most important film that's been made of our time. But I think most people fail to grasp the full weight of the message of that film. And it's Gnostic. It's a Gnostic allegory. Because in the Matrix, we are ruled by programs. But see, that's the thing in the Matrix. That's what makes us human superiors, because we have that ability of choice, and the programs don't have that choice. They do what they're told. But I feel like I'm not really getting picked up here on that. Like maybe you should need to study Gnosticism before you really understand how I make that connection. Not that I'm trying to be condescending or anything, but this takes a long time to comprehend. I mean, I read the Gnostic myths years ago, and it's taken me this long to really fully comprehend them. And I go back to that allegory of in the Matrix film of that little Buddhist kid when Neo goes to see the fucking bitch, dude, the old bitch, the Oracle, and there's that little Buddhist kid and he's bending spoons, and Neo goes there and he tries to bend the spoon because he's so ambitious and he wants to bend the spoon. but he can't. And then the little kid is like, don't try to bend the spoon. That's impossible. Only try to realize the truth. And then Neo is like, what truth? And the kid says, there is no spoon. Then you will see that you are only bending yourself. And this reminds me of another Buddhist parable, and it's about these three Buddhist monks, and they're walking down the street, right? And they see there's a flag that they see, and this flag is flapping in the wind. And one Buddhist monk looks up and kind of naively, he's like, hey, look at that. He's like, hey, look, that flag is moving. And then the second monk, he's like, what are you talking about? That flag isn't moving. The air is moving. And then the third monk, who's the wisest of them all, he says, no. He's like, you're both wrong. The flag isn't moving. The air isn't moving. Your mind is moving. And the whole point of that parable is that everything that you see is a reflection of your mind. The computer monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, the wall, the ceiling, the floor, your body, your hand. Nothing is real the way you think of it. It's all an illusion. None of this really exists. The image of me going like this, waving my hand and flipping you off, isn't real in the sense that you think of it. It's like Morpheus said to Neo, what is real? Is that air that you're breathing right now? None of this is real. We just think it's real. It's an illusion. It is the world that has been pulled over our eyes to blind us from the truth. And then Neo says, what truth? And then Morpheus says that you are a slave, Neo. And then he says, you've been turned into this, and he holds up the bat. I don't know if that's the exact right part, but... And I don't expect you to believe me. But it's the truth. It's like Bill Hicks said. He's like, it's a ride. It's very loud and it's very exciting. And some people come back and they say, don't worry about it. It's just a ride. And what do? We kill those people. Hey, I've got a lot invested in this ride. Don't you see my furrows of worry? Don't you see my family, my bank account? I've got a lot invested in this ride. It's just a fucking ride, man. It's not... Dude, when you die, you're just gonna move on to the next step. And you're gonna be like... When you die, it'll be like waking up from a dream.